Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another video. So you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. You may be wondering, seriously? Another mass unboxing? Are you actually serious right now? You just barely got through the guitars from the February unboxing. Like, finally got those Harley Benton EX demos up last week. Barely made a dent on the guitars from the April unboxing. Where are those Schecter and Sterling demos though? And you haven't even gotten started on the guitars from the unboxing from 2 weeks ago? Where's the Amarok and Howell demos? Well, you know what? One, we're f***ing insane, there are no rules here. And two, I'm working on it. But also, this particular unboxing is just from one brand. You already know which one. You've seen the title. And I don't want to be in a situation where I've demoed everything else and then I'm doing all these guitars from just one brand in a row. It's not fun for you. It's not fun for me. I like to mix things up. So the plan was to always alternate brands for the weekly demos, which means I'm unboxing these guitars right now anyways. So here we are. I thought I'd vlog that whole process now, bring you along for the ride and give you a sneak peek of what you can expect on the channel as I struggle to get through it all. So let's get to it. So this is a familiar sight, boxes in the kitchen. Now a quick note, these are actually on loan from Epiphone this time, so I'm not keeping them, thank goodness. Like, keep an eye on my reverb store because I'm starting to sell stuff. I'm just running out of room. As you can see, I'm just cramming guitars everywhere I can at the moment. I mean, I love guitars as much as the next person, but this is starting to get out of hand. Right, Pringle? I mean, incredibly grateful that I've got work. It's just a bit much. But yeah, thankfully only 2 boxes, and once I'm done, they're going back. Let's start with the box in the back. Oh, so this is cool. Now, what's really interesting about this is that when I did my rundown of the 2020 Epiphone lineup, I was going off information on the website that said this was a set neck, but that's actually not the case. This 2020 Epiphone Firebird is neck through. Neck through for $5.99, that is decent. And you can see it's like a 9-piece neck. Grover tuners like the rest of the Epiphone lineup. Tusk nut from the Nut Masters. Oh, I love this finish though with the mini humbuckers. Yeah, Grover tuners, Graphtec nut, mini humbuckers, neck through. $5.99. Easily one of the most unique Epiphones in the current inspired by Gibson lineup. Cinematic pan. Not too sure about these tool marks though. Frets seem pretty good. Oh, there's a couple that are kind of sharp. This switch feels kind of funky. It's like really tight going down, and then look at that, it flips straight up with barely touching it. Alright, so there are some quirks, but overall, $5.99, Grover tuners, Graphtec nut, mini humbuckers, amazing color. Alright, next box. Actually, JK, I think we're gonna go with the little package on top first. Usually I get the bog standard red Jazz 3s. Those are my favorites. I love the thickness, I love the small size. These are the Ultex versions, and usually I wouldn't get them because I don't like them as much. You know, the pick gnomes actually don't take that many of my picks. Like, I'm pretty good about keeping track of my picks. The problem is I just wear them down a lot, and these I've found wear faster than the red ones, but for whatever reason Amazon was out of the regular red ones, and also for some reason these were like $3 cheaper than the normal red ones are normally priced at. But yeah, new picks, super exciting, I know. And then finally, after years of putting it off, I've gone and got myself a reamp box. I have no idea how to use it, but now Luke will stop bugging me about getting one. But yeah, now in theory, combined with this DI box, I should be able to save a ton of time if I need to change amp settings without retracking everything, which I tend to do a lot. But yeah, now I can start offering DIs from the guitars. That's something that patrons have been asking for. But yeah, this is really cool. It's like super hefty too. The reason I went for this one and not the blue one is because I've been told that this one's just better. So, I don't know. But this is like super cool. I'm really looking forward to figuring out how it works. Next box. You see this? Alright, this is kind of ridiculous. This big box is the same size as the last one, and yet there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guitars stuffed in here. They're also just like genuinely stuck. They are not moving at all. I might just have to rip this box open. I just gave up. None of them were moving. I was wondering why this was genuinely so much heavier than the other one and was bursting at the seams. Now I have my answer. This is exciting. 4 guitars. Let's do it. Alright, Les Paul Standard 50s. End of last year I demoed the Gibson version. Now we got the Epiphone equivalent. Got the Kalamazoo headstock. Still not sure if I like it, but it is growing on me. Decent fretwork. Yo, that flame veneer is not bad though. Love these position indicators. Tusk from the Nut Masters. Very nice Epiphone vintage style tuners with the snot colored plastic buttons, as you do. This neck is mad chunky. That's kind of odd. Is that like an angled scarf joint? And here too, it's clearly a multi-piece body, but like at an angle. That's kind of weird, but it looks really good, feels really good. Nice red stain on the back. Yeah, I don't know, a couple of weird aesthetic things, but overall, it's a Les Paul. Right, Pringle? Good girl. Like I had a friend who had an old Epiphone Les Paul Standard in college, and I wasn't into it at all. This feels a lot better already, so I'm definitely looking forward to spending some more time with it and really putting it through its paces. One last quick flyover for the fans. All right, next box. I'm kind of feeling the middle one. Oh my god. That might be one of the best looking SGs I've seen in person in my life. Look at it, it's a Les Paul custom in disguise. Got the classic black finish, the gold hardware, even the reflector top hat knobs that I really like, ebony fingerboard with the block inlays. Not gonna lie to you though, the fret ends here seem kind of rough. To be a theme with these guitars. But I mean, look at this. Double bound Kalamazoo headstock. Yeah, I kind of wish there was something on the truss rod cover though. Like there's kind of a big empty gap there, huh? Maybe if it said like SG Custom or something. I don't know, minor potatoes. Gold vintage deluxe tuners. Those are nice. One last shot before we move on because that is looking fire. I'm hoping they don't just stop with the SG. Like Gibson did that whole custom line with a Flying V and an Explorer. Here's to hoping they do Epiphone versions too. That way, I can actually afford them. Or like a Firebird. Yeah, that looks sick. That might be my favorite one so far. Next box. Take a look at the Shy Guy in the back. Oh, never mind. This might be my favorite one. Oh, with the Maestro Vibrola, that is classy as fuck. I mean, look at that red SG. Baby, we was making straight A's. You know what? I kind of dig the new Kalamazoo headstock on these SGs more than on the Les Pauls. Oh, that is so weird. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but like the E and the top half of the P are like super colorful. And then the rest is just not. Yo, the fretwork on this one is actually quite nice though. Not much to report on the back except that this grain is like super well defined. But the Maestro Vibrola is 100% the star of the show here. So this will be really interesting to try with the Graphtec nut. So I've got it at my old 2006 Epi G400 Custom. And like if I look at it funny, the entire thing just goes out of tune. Oh, the engraving is just so cool. EPL back June 17th. You can see how tarnished mine is. So that's what it used to look like. Question for the chat, which color combo do you like better? But yeah, definitely looking forward to comparing these two. I feel like with so many spec similarities, these will be the most direct comparison between like the old and the new. Good nut, shitty nut. Kind of interesting how the color is like much darker on here than it is on the bevels. I've actually not played a classic cherry red Gibson SG, so I don't know if it's the same, but it's kind of cool. It like highlights the main attraction going on here. But yeah, one thing Epiphone definitely did get right is this is just another classy looking guitar. Yeah, so far, I'm gonna be honest with you, this seems like the best one. Next box. Actually, last box. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so this is no longer a single cut channel. Boys, like and subscribe for all the SG content. So I guess this is like the flagship of the modern inspired by Gibson collection. The modern counterpart to the SG Custom. Yeah, this is making it really difficult to tell which one I like best. Ebony fingerboard as well. Ooh, these are decent frets. Oh, I love that look with like the faded flame veneer and no poker chip and clear top hats. Again though, I don't know how I'm gonna get this to come out on camera, but like the right side of the logo is like super colorful, whereas the left just isn't. But who cares about that, because look at that fade. You know, I was never like a huge fan of fades on single cuts, but for SGs though, I'm loving it. Ooh, that might be trademarked. I mean, I'm digging it. This is the only SG in this unboxing video that is Grover locking tuners. Very, very nice. This is the one with like a million switching options too. Yeah, the ebony board on this one is like super nice. And I'm pretty sure this is the most expensive one, but it's still under $1,000 bucks. SG Custom, standard 61 with the Maestro Vibrola, or this, the modern SG Figured. What's your favorite one? I can't decide. Poll in the top right. Thank you, Epiphone, for sending these out. This is awesome. Right, Pringle? Oh, yo, look what just showed up. Bonus box, let's go. It's not actually a Sterling, it's just a reused box. All right, let's open it. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm gonna blur this out because I don't want to ruin it, but you guys are gonna love this. Right, Pringle? Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek behind the scenes video. If you did, do me a favor and hit the like button. Let me know which ones you're most excited about, be it from this unboxing or a previous one. If you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe. It's the big red button down there, and it actually massively helps me out. Also, make sure to take notifications. That way you know when I upload a demo of anything that I've covered here. Social media, merch, and Discord server links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.